Host, you ready? Judges, you ready? I know this audience is ready. We are go for StarVA.
From the River City, Richmond, Virginia, the stars are out and it's time to shine. Time for StarVA, Virginia's showcase for gifted musicians, performers, and talented entertainers of all ages. It takes talent and a dream to reach a performer's goal, and tonight, one contestant will take the next step in that journey and move closer to a fabulous career as a singer, musician, stand-up act, or other performing art. Could your favorite contestant be on their way to fame and cash and prizes? Find out what the judges think, then have your say on StarVA. And now, from the Old City Bar, one of the truly unique venues on the city's landscape, in the historic Shockoe section of Richmond, it's time for StarVA. StarVA is brought to you by Licking Hole Creek Craft Brewery, Virginia's farm brewery, with their new tasting room on Franklin Street in Richmond, and by Cultivate Wellness, the dedicated hemp and wellness boutique in Midlothian, and their sister store, Culture, the premier smoke and vape shop in Virginia. And now, here is the host of StarVA, the practicing comedian who could use a little more, Pat Rogers.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Scott, I think. Thank you. Judges, thank you very much, and thank you very much for coming out tonight. Hello there, this is StarVA. Welcome to our next episode, the show where 3 contestants will vie for cash and prizes over the course of a 13-week season. Now, I've got to introduce the judges tonight, but before I do that, I want to clear something up. You see, people, since we've been on the air, people have been coming up to me on the street and saying, "Hey, how did you get that gig being the host of StarVA? You apparently have no on-camera experience at all." I said, "Yes, you're right, I don't have any." But then I thought, I did stay at an Airbnb a couple of months ago. And Mike, we got to do something with this laughter sign here. Okay, let's meet our judges for tonight's show. And our judges. First, this man is known for having one tremendous ear for tone and pitch and the technical elements of song construction. His other ear is pretty normal. Ladies and gentlemen, it's John Miranda.
Thank you, everybody.
Next is singer, songwriter, and founder of one of the hottest party bands on the face of the earth. Fortunately, he's based right here in Richmond. The emotional touchstone of the judges' table, Mr. Pierre Redding. And in seat number 3, you didn't know I numbered them, did you? No, okay. Well, he's the showmanship aficionado, the man about town, the man for all seasons. My good friend, Mr. J.R. Mercante. We've met our judges. Let's meet our first contestant.
Thanks, Pat. Tonight we have Tony Fauntleroy with us. Hey, Tony, tell us a little about yourself.
Okay, thank you, Janelle. Well, I'm a retired firefighter. Did 27 years right here in Richmond. Loved every minute of it, not missing it a day. Started playing music because I had nothing else to do at the fire station my last 10 years or so. And got into the open mic scene and found out that I love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's put your hands together for Tony, don't call me Lord, Fauntleroy.
Thank you, Patrick. Cool. This is a song I wrote. It's called Glass Sand. Last thing you saw before I left, pain in my eyes, rage on my breath. I knew I had to get while the getting was good. Glass sand at ground zero. If I stayed where I stood, so I turned on my heel, showed you my back, Didn't want to reveal control that I lack. Countdown started, no point of return. Time, distance, and shielding. Your only hope not to burn, you're gonna burn. Last thing you saw before I went, pain in my eyes, starting to vent. You begged me to stay, but no way that I could. Glass sand at ground zero, if I stayed where I stood. So I turned on my heel, showed you my back. Didn't want to reveal, oh no, control that I lack. Countdown started, no point of return. Time, distance, and shielding. Your only hope not to burn, you're gonna burn. 'Cause this thing's about to blow. Glass sand at ground zero. Glass sand at ground zero. Glass sand at ground zero. 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much.
Tony Fauntleroy. Tony Fauntleroy. Thank you, Tony. That was excellent. Very good. Very nice. And now let's see what our judges think of Tony's performance. So, judges, what did you think of Tony's performance tonight?
Tony, thank you so much for coming. That was great. I learned in the interview that you were a fireman, and song "Burn" and that coming from a fireman, that's got to be like the real deal, right? Somebody that's first responder, right? I like the strum pattern. I like kind of the arrangement. Cool, had kind of a cool open mic kind of vibe to it. I thought it was great, but very cool. I mean, it's a good time to retire for one thing, start something else. Get it going.
Awesome. Thank you, John. Pierre.
It was a great performance. You took us on a ride. You have a smoothness, but then you build with this emotion behind it. It wasn't quite gritty, but it had an intenseness that is intenseness a word?
Yeah. It's a word, yeah.
But it had that, so it really took us somewhere. So it was a great performance. Good job.
Thanks, Pierre. And J.R. Mercante.
I agree. From that first quiver of emotion to start the song to the countdown at the end, I think that was an idea. That was an elegy right there in StarVA in this intimate setting, and it was. And I think the audience, they were deeply moved by the song. It's tough for a song like this, with sadness and emotion. It doesn't really get the audience up on their feet, but they still felt the song deeply, and we knew that you really cared about the song, and it was a great job.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, Tony.
Thank you, Patrick.
When we come back, we're going to find out how you can help determine who's going to be in the semifinals of StarVA and meet our next contestant. So stay with us.
This portion of StarVA is brought to you by Licking Hole Creek Craft Brewery, Virginia's award-winning farm brewery.
Licking Hole Creek Downtown Shockoe Bottoms tasting room, much like you would have a relaxing time at home, except for you're going to be surrounded by a whole bunch of people. If you're looking for a normal beer, you're looking in the wrong place. We do something crazy, we do something wild. It is never average.
Fresh from his around the world travel, literally circling the globe, Steve inspires others to recognize the value of travel. This travel consultant makes getting out of your comfort zone comfortable.
You can always find great beer at lickingholecreek.com. We do something crazy, we do something wild. It is never average. You can sit in the comfort of your home, get on your computer, order your beer, and have it delivered to your front door.
Contestants on StarVA are judged on their performance in the following categories: originality, audience response, stage appearance, enthusiasm and engagement, and overall performance. The judges tally their scores, and the performer with the highest point total at the end of the show is named that week's winner. But that is not the only way to win on StarVA. Each contestant's performance will be available on the show's website, starva.media, immediately following the airing of the show. Viewers can then vote for their favorite contestant on the voting tab of the site. The top 3 vote-getting acts at the end of the preliminary rounds will then compete for a spot in the show's semifinals and a chance for the grand prize of a song recorded and produced at Sound of Music Recording Studios and $1,000. So at the conclusion of this show, go to starva.media and vote for your favorite act.
I'm Rebecca Hyman. I'm an actor, comedian, singer.
And you're a comic.
Yeah, I'm a comedian. I act and sing, but for the last, year, I've been focusing more on stand-up.
She's funny. She's talented. She's at least a triple threat. I think possibly a quadruple. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put your hands together for Rebecca Hyman.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, okay. Let's talk, let's just get to it, okay? Mental illness, who's got it? I have bipolar disorder. Do I have any bipolar disorder people out there? Yes, what's up? Good to see ya. I'm validating you in this moment, okay? I have bipolar disorder, and I talk about it a lot. I think it's important to talk about, but I hate mental health awareness. You know, every time a celebrity commits suicide, just what Instagram looks like for a day. You know, all these posts that are I don't know what my life is going to be like without Anthony Bourdain. It's it's going to be the exact same. Anthony Bourdain was not a part of your life. You watch him eat crickets on TNT. And they're always it's just so crazy. You never know who's going through this. So, just remember to check on your friends. And it's everybody wants to support crazy people until someone in their real life does something crazy. You know what I mean? I read all these posts, and then when I pull my boobs out during an argument, everyone's whoa. It's check on your friends. Check on your friends. This is not normal. People are what is she on? And I'm not medicine. Help me. Abilify doesn't work for me. I'm sure it does for someone. No, I'm an actor too. I actually just came into some amazing news. I recently got signed by an agency. Yeah, give it up for that. Yeah, it's really exciting. I just sent in my picture, and the woman emailed me and was hey, we really want to represent you as a model. And I was what? And so I go in for the meeting, and she's first of all, we love your look. We really want you on our team. I'm this is insane. She's because of your body, you're not going to be in fashion, obviously. I was I guess that makes sense. And she's we're not going to do anything super close on your face either. It's just not you. I'm okay, bitch. And she's when I look at you, I see Walmart mom. I was excuse me, I'm an artist. And she's so Walmart does $4,000 to $5,000 a shoot. I'm I buy discount tuna. All right, guys, I'm Rebecca Hyman. Thanks for having me.
Rebecca, thank you. That was excellent. Nice set. Nice set. Rebecca, you want to stay and just visit for a moment? Sure. Yeah. Let's in fact do one better.
Okay.
Let's see what the judges had to say about your performance.
love that.
All right, great. So, judges, you heard Rebecca, heard her act. What did you think of Rebecca Hyman?
Rebecca, that was awesome. Thanks for being on StarVA. I mean, I'm really a music guy. I don't have a lot of experience with comedy, but being in the music business, I have a lot of experience with mental health issues, so I can relate to you on all of that. It was great. I thought you jumped right in because, with a short 3-minute set like this, you got to get people right away. You got to win them over. And your diction was great. The mix of sort of self-deprecation, but also, bringing it home big. So I thought it was great. It was good to have comedy represented in the RVA.
Pierre.
Nice job, Rebecca. Your timing was great, and that is critical for comedy. You got in there right away. You captured us, which was great. Great dialogue. Kept it going. So great delivery. Good job. Very good job.
And J.R. McCarthy.
Yeah, the delivery was great. The pacing right away. The way you hold that microphone right to your chin there. You've done this before, and that's so important to an audience. They see someone comfortable up there with their set. They go, you know what? She's going to get us there. She's going to take us on these next few minutes. It's going to be fun. And of course, I like your material, and that Walmart mom right there. Plays to everybody really, so they can appreciate that. And I think I feel a little bit, back in the day, the comedy days. Janine Garofalo. It reminded me of Janine Garofalo, and I loved it. And thanks so much.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, Rebecca. Don't go away. There's still one more act on StarVA, so we will return.
This portion of StarVA is brought to you by Cultivate Wellness in the village of Midlothian and Culture with 4 retail locations throughout Virginia.
There are remarkable transformational ways that CBD from the hemp plant, infused in oils, local honey, chocolate, tea, even pet treats, can tone your skin, relieve pain, calm your mind, and help bring your life into balance. Cultivate Wellness in the village of Midlothian.
Fresh from his around the world travel, literally circling the globe, Steve inspires others to recognize the value of travel. This travel consultant makes getting out of your comfort zone comfortable.
Promotional consideration for StarVA prizes and services is provided by the following. On-set catering provided by White House Catering. For any occasion where attention to detail matters, trust your event needs to the professional staff at Dave Napier's White House Catering. Recording Studio Session Prize by Sound of Music Recording Studios, serving recording artists in Richmond and around the world.
The widest array of smoke and vaping accessories from leading makers, from pipes to pendants, incense to unique blown glass items. 4 locations throughout RVA help make culture a way of life.
Our next and last contestant for the evening is Cassidy Snider. And Janelle Burton caught up with her before the show tonight.
My range of music genres that I enjoy and am influenced by are very eclectic and different from each other. I enjoy mashing blues with rockabilly and just kind of creating this different genre that people don't normally expect from me. It has this twang that you get from soul and that you get from blues, but it also has this fun little 2-step jive aspect to it.
Performing an original song in an original way, here is Cassidy Snider.
Thank you. I hope you guys enjoy this song. It's called Cowboys Blues.
Well, I
think I'm going crazy. It's the acid I proclaim. And when I close my eyes, I see flowers. And when I open them, they are wilting and they're dying. And everything around me has grown dim. While I'm searching for my home, while my eye travels on the road, staring out windows of caravans. Well, last night I met a man, he sang the blues and my heart broke. I haven't heard such purity in a while. Well, time was sinking in their eyes. Knew they felt pain, how I felt mine. It's why I've been traveling along. I'm just trying to open up and leave this world behind. Oh, well, time was sinking in their eyes. Knew they felt pain, how I felt mine. Oh, it's why I've been traveling along. I'm just trying to get by. Well, I'm honest with myself when I can't trust no one else. And I'm honest with myself when I can't lie to anyone else. I fell in love with a tortured man, honest man, man who would not love me. The distinction between cutting wood was quite humbling. Yes, I fell in love with a man. He wrote stories with his pen. Most stories go untold, you see. I fell in love with a man, tortured man, honest man, a man who would not love me. Time was sinking in their eyes. I knew they felt pain, how I felt mine. That's why I've been traveling along, trying to hold on to my happiness while this whole world leaves me one step amiss. I'm trying to get along. I'm trying to get along. I haven't showered in a week, and man, I think I kinda stink. And all I see is rusted souls through these kaleidoscope eyes. And damn, that sunset's mighty fine. Yes, I still wish you were mine. Just like a cowboy wishes he could feed his horse some wine. Thank you.
Cassidy Snider, ladies and gentlemen. Cassidy Snider. Beautiful. That was excellent. Excellent. Very unique. I'm going to assume you know who these guys are who are playing with you, right?
Yes, I do.
Can you introduce them for me?
Let me introduce them. How rude of me. This is Kevin Ladd right over here on the guitar.
Kevin?
And we have Justin Doyle on the bass. And I have Andrew Sisk on this lovely snare.
Great. Thanks. Thanks, fellas.
Thank you.
Well, Cassidy, let's see what the judges think about that performance. Judges, a very dynamic performance tonight. John Moran, what did you think of Cassidy Snider?
Cassidy and band, thank you all so much for being here on StarVA. That was dope. That was super funky, and you all know, like, funky isn't really about what you play; it's about what you don't play, right? It's the space, it's It's the way you started off kind of reserved, you had your eyes closed, things got going, you got a little bit more into it, you really opened up at the end, and band's great sense of dynamics and cool arrangement. I thought it was awesome.
John. Pierre Redding.
Very, very good job. Very original. The vibe had kind of a going back to like the band, the Brand New Heavies, kind of that kind of a sense. Very original, different, refreshing. Nice.
Pierre. JR.
That I was spellbound. Really, it was magical, and I love even and the gentlemen that they have that they're cool and reserved, but they have a power to it, and I really think that helps like have the song achieve escape velocity, right? And you had the changes in pitch just tore through the crowd in the room, and it was just lovely. It took me back to the old Manhattan days, and I felt I was in the Village Vanguard back in the day, and they tore that down. I think they put up a Whole Foods or something ridiculous. Terrible. But you know what? I tell you this. It's like now we have Billie Holiday, we have Etta James, and now we have Cassidy Snider.
Thank you.
Thank you,
so
Cassidy.
much.
Cassidy Snider, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
We've got to take just a few minutes for the judges to tabulate their scores. And we will do that and be back right after this.
If you're a singer, a musician, a comic, or other entertainer of any age, go to StarVA.media. Click on the Talent Submittal tab, fill out the entry form, and you could be on a future episode of Promotional consideration for StarVA prizes and services is provided by the following. Show awards provided by Crown Trophy of Richmond, the locally owned, nationally known supplier of all types of recognition awards. Find them at crowntrophy.com. On-set hairstyling and makeup by Becky Serbrook at Shelter Salon. From cut to color, let the stylists at Shelter Salon show you your best you.
And the winner is Cassidy Snider. Here you go, Cassidy. Cassidy, congratulations. You are now in the semifinals, and thank you to your bandmates as well. And that is it for StarVA for this week. Tune in next week. We'll be right back here, and look forward to seeing you. So good night, everybody.
Thanks for watching StarVA, Virginia's Talent Showcase. Remember, only you can determine who gets a second chance and a shot at the semifinals. You have 1 week from right now to cast your vote for your favorite performer from this show and keep them in the competition. Go to StarVA.media, scroll to the Vote Now tab, and cast a ballot for your favorite performer. The top 3 vote getters will compete in the Audience Choice Round, with the winner moving on to the semifinals. You get 1 vote per performer per day. So good luck from StarVA. StarVA is a production of Rogers Visual Radio Media, LLC. This is Scott Palmer speaking.